Hello, lovelies. It's you here from Butterfly Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. As always, my sweets. I, of course, as you guys can probably hear, have a bit of a cold, but we're going to work our way through it. I'm in a Dayquil daze right now, but we're going to try to work our way through it. And I'm also fighting the lighting of the sun going down, but some holdups came up, so I'm filming about probably like an hour or two later than I wanted to, but we're just gonna be okay with it. So, sorry it's a little, maybe I can, hold on, let me see if I can get a little brighter. Is that a little brighter? Maybe. I moved my light source a little bit closer. We'll see. Okay, we're just gonna carry on and do our thing. So we have High Honor, Official Person, the Emperor, and the Chariot card. So we have a powerful masculine energy that has this very like in charge energy. We have this energy coming forward. For some of you, I'm hearing coming to visit you. For some of you, this is some kind of wish fulfillment coming towards you after a period of stagnancy. I feel like somebody here was on pause and trying to figure something out. If this is another person for some of you guys, because for some of you this is going to be energy coming into yourself, right? Like you are going to be in more masculine, charging forward, getting things done energy. For some of you, this is another person. They feel very motivated to come towards you. After a period of stagnancy, they're kind of just like in this very where they're just like, I want to know. Like I want to figure stuff out. Like I want to know. You have answers, or you want answers, and I want to bring them to you. It's something along those lines. There's something here about the moon, something that's been hidden. Because I forgot to show you, the moon was on the back of the deck before I started shuffling. The moon was on the back of the deck. So something that has been hidden due to circumstances or things being worked out. Like it's giving me very big like divine timing. Like it hasn't been divine timing for this person to come forward, or for this energy to come forward or come into you yet, or for you to embody this energy. There was like this kind of energy of like, wait, because you have to figure something out. You have to come to some realization. This person had to come to some realization. But now, and for some of you, this person was chasing after something or had to do something that was like their wish fulfillment. Like there might have been a project that they had to figure out. They could have been working towards a promotion or working towards some kind of work project and having it finished. They could have been working towards some kind of graduation or like the end. It seems like the end of a cycle had to come about. There was a lot of work or a lot of concentration this person had to focus into a certain thing that they were trying to accomplish. And now that this person has accomplished that goal, accomplishing that goal has given them some kind of realization here. And it's giving them the motivation. Ooh, look at that with a wand, with the Ace of Wands right behind it. It's giving them the motivation to grab this wand and to, come on, to balance out the situation and to bring justice to the situation here. Oh my gosh, look, there they are with their Ace of Wands. They could have found, with this Page of Wands right here, you guys, that's chill. That's chill. That's crazy. I was just about to say they could have found out some kind of information, right? That's this realization or this information that came to them. Spirit, for some of you, Spirit is saying that this person had to get a message from another person. Like this person, excuse me. This person had to come to a completion or come to a realization about something. Something had to come to an end. Excuse me. Sorry about that. This person had to come to some kind of realization. I just saw 212 on the clock. and I kind of almost feel like this person had to do something else, and then some kind of karma, like it unlocked. So this person had to accomplish something or do something or end a cycle or finish something. And then that was like it unlocked the karma of whatever this realization is, whatever this information is, because look what it is behind this. It's an Ace of Swords right behind this. Oh my gosh, especially if we have like a Knight of Swords or a Page of Swords come out. Yeah. This person had to lay something to rest. And it's like it triggered it. So say, for some of you, the specific, this doesn't have to be it, but this is the scenario that Spirit is giving me. This person had to finish something, accomplish something, in some kind of karmic cycle, in some kind of addiction, face some kind of darkness inside of them, do something. And when they did that, it triggered Spirit going to another person and being like, okay, you can feel comfortable to tell this person the truth now. I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, I have not had this much, like, coughing in hours. So there is something here around the throat chakra. Somebody here had some kind of block in their throat chakra. And it's because Spirit was not allowing them to feel comfortable enough to speak on something or to tell them something. For some of you, it could have been like somebody coming forward and being like, well, I know you had so much going on because you have this and that, and I didn't want to tell you that until you already finished that project or until you did this. Whew. Sorry, I'm so sorry about this, the pausing, the stopping, the starting, and everything, but yeah, I had to step out of this person's energy. Because my goodness. And so it was an energy here of like, somebody was here, was under some kind of block. They had to accomplish something, or they had to do something, 717 down on the clock. They had to come to some kind of evolution, some kind of spiritual evolution, before they could manifest in this coming about, or this truth being told to them, or this truth coming forward towards them. What did I just say? What did I say? Page of Swords. Chill out. Chill out. And yeah, exactly. This person had to step into, for some of y'all, it's kind of giving me this energy of this person had to step into a reality where this seemed possible. For some of y'all, it could have been this person overcoming some kind of fear or some kind of insecurity or some kind of mindset that would not allow them to see the truth about something. But it is giving me like this person is walking into some kind of new something that is allowing this information to become relevant to them, or to come out to them, or to be around them. Yeah, it's just giving me this energy of, yeah, I've said it enough. Yeah. With this High Honor card, it is giving me like this person had to step into like a higher vibration. Because it's like, maybe this person would have reacted really negatively. They wouldn't have been able to believe the information, or they wouldn't have been able to understand the information. It's giving me this very big energy that like Spirit had to, like this person had to be in a very certain vibe to receive this information in the way that Spirit wanted them to or needed them to. And now that they have learned this piece of information, it's putting them in this need to either seek out justice. And I'm looking at the sword of truth right here that Justice is holding in her hand. And it's giving me this very big, like, bring justice forward by speaking a truth. This person might, and with the World card there, again, this person might have to travel. Exactly. This person's like, now that I know this truth, now that I've figured this out, now that I know the truth about the situation, this person might have had to go through some kind of, I said this earlier, but this person might have had to go through some kind of karmic cycle of like them being put into a similar situation that you were put in. So it's kind of like a, now that I've walked in your footsteps, now that I've Now that I've gone through the same thing that you have gone through, I see things differently now, or there's like a deeper appreciation that I have for you, or now that I know the truth, now that I know how things really are, now that I've, excuse me, now that I've experienced it myself, I don't feel the same way that I used to feel about this scenario, about this. Yeah, exactly. Now that I've gone through this like temperance energy and there's more peace, there's more harmony, things are more balanced out now, I found my strength. Right? I found the strength inside of me to conquer my demons. Yeah, and this person has laid some kind of long-term cycle to rest. Whew. Thank you. Pathway. This person had to get onto a certain path. This person had to be guided towards this pathway. Is coming out here to clarify the Nine of Cups, and the Hangman. 35 breaks down to an 8, which is giving me like karma energy. And when I touched this Nine of Pentacles and this Hangman, I heard, like, once I got what I thought I wanted, I realized that wasn't really what I wanted, or that wasn't going to make me happy. I feel like there's another card here for this Hangman and this Nine of Cups. Ooh, so we have, I just said 35 breaks down to an 8. False person. And the false person is the number 8, as well as imprisonment. Damn. And I just heard, I got what I deserved, but it's not what I want, you know, but, how do I want to say it, Spirit? It's like, it's kind of like one of those where it's like, be careful what you wish for, or like you're asking for something and you don't know what it really means. You don't know what it's really going to entail. You don't know what it's really going to, like, what it's really going to come with, the karma that it's going to come with. Like, you think you want this so bad, but whew. Something in my left eye. Which is like, the left side is like your feminine side, which is your receiving side. So it's like this person really couldn't see clearly what they were really asking for. Message of concern and expectation. Look at that. Yeah, it's just more of like I got what I wanted, but it wasn't what I needed. I got what I wanted, but now I see. Now that I've gone through it. I mean, and sometimes we do. Sometimes we have to walk down the whole path to see that what we want is not actually what we need. Courtship. Is this person trying to bring some kind of offer towards my collective spirit? Official person. Oh, Lord. Look at this. Mature man in marriage with the despair card in reverse. Wow. Yes. I would say that that's it. This person does wants to bring some kind of contract towards you. Toil and labor, though. Why is this toil and labor here, Spirit? Sorry, you guys. I just randomly got a nosebleed. So I feel like, and with that, that's really giving me like embarrassment. Like, because it was reminding me of like, I don't know if you guys like watch any like anime or anything like that, but it's like when somebody gets really embarrassed, they'll like have them like have a nosebleed, and that's what it feels like. It feels like this person is really, really very embarrassed by actions that they chose, or like mature woman. Wow. Mature man, mature woman, which is like the Empress, the Emperor, the Empress, courtship, and the marriage. Yeah. Now I'm hearing another song, and I'm hearing the lyrics. I'm sorry that I did not listen. I'm sorry that I did not listen. I think the name of that song is called Listen. Yeah. Because like there's another part of the song that I was hearing earlier, but I've been trying to like, anyway, it's like oh look, it's another mistake staring right at me in my fucking face. And then it's like, I'm sorry that I did not listen. So this person, expectation. I'm not sure if you're like expecting this person to come back, or if this person envisions you to be like standing there waiting for them. With thief on the back of the deck. How does my, you know what? This is all from this person's side. How does my viewer view this person that wants to come towards them? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, okay. Because I wanted to get a handle on this. So the overall energy on the back of that is Queen of Swords. I feel like you feel a bit cold to this person. I feel like you feel like, I know the truth. Sure, if you want to, like, because the Queen of Swords is a type of person that's like, I know the truth, but I'll give you the opportunity to tell me the truth. But if you don't tell me the truth, I got this sword of truth right here, and I'm gonna show it to you, right? I'm gonna let you know. How do you feel about this person? Two of Pentacles. You're still kind of back and forth about this person, but I do feel like Three of Swords and the 10 of Swords, you feel like this person betrayed you, or you feel like this person caused you some kind of heartbreak in the past. This person, I'm hearing, because the 6 of Swords is here too. So for some of you, this could be somebody that's platonic. For some of you, if this person is like a platonic person for you, like a family member or a friend or something like that, it's giving me the energy that, like, when you were down and out or when you were having a bad time, this person didn't show up for you. It feels like they kind of just, like, ran away. Or it feels like you were in a very tough spot and this person really was kind of just, like, caught up in all of their own stuff. They were caught up in their own dramas, or they were caught up in their own... And that kind of ties back into what I was saying earlier with this karma coming back around, where this person is just, like... So this person could have gotten put in a very similar position to what you were put into. And now they're just like, damn, now that I felt personally now that I felt what you were going through, I see how rough and how bad of a time that you were having with it. There's like this deeper understanding that this person has to it. Like, I've gone through what you went through now, and I understand. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't listen. I'm sorry that I wrote you off. Or I'm sorry that I was kind of just like, it can't be that bad, whatever. Like, get over it. It kind of very feels like this person kind of belittled, or they very much so kind of were just like, okay, whatever, you're going through this, some shit. I don't know if this person, like, in that platonic situation, it's giving me somebody maybe that had, like, that really kind of brushed off you going through some kind of depression, or going through some kind of anxiety, or going through some kind of breakup or something like that. or going through, like, you were going through a really hectic time when you were trying to, like, to finish school, or to put in, to push through graduating or something like that. And maybe perhaps this person came to you and they were just like, you never hang out with me anymore. You never have time for me anymore. And and you were just kind of like, look, like, I have this big exam coming up. I have all this stuff going on. Like, I have so much going on in my life right now. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't have time for you right now. And this person was like, whatever, you're an a-hole. You just don't want to be my friend anymore. Stop being like that. You're just a liar, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, wow, really? Like, I'm really going through a lot. Are you going to add to my plate right now? And now it feels like this person could be going through something very similar. They could be going through, like, end of the year exams, or they could be going through graduating, or they could be going through, for some of you, this could have been a person that you could have had a falling out with around a marriage or around, like, a wedding. For some of you, maybe this person was like, you're being a bridezilla, and you're like, no, I'm just incredibly stressed with everything that I got to do right now. And you're coming towards me and you're bringing me some shit about how you're feeling. Like, I don't care about that right now. Like, I have 30,000 other things to do. Like, I care about you, but, like, can you put yourself on the back burner for half a second? This is about, it's something like that. And maybe perhaps this person is going through putting their wedding together and doing everything, and they're just like, oh my effing gosh, I did not realize how stressful all of this was, how much you had to go through. Like, wow, because this person just keeps thinking, like, wow, I really wish that person was here to help me right now. Wow, I really wish this person was doing, excuse me, I really wish that person was here to take some things off of my plate. Now I see what they were talking about. Now I see, like, how incredibly stressful it is to have everything on your back. Or, you were putting together a show, or you were writing some kind of paper or doing something. Maybe you were putting in, like, your doctoral thesis or something like that. I don't know. It's some kind of big something that you were working towards. And this person very much so came at you with like, this very egotistical, and not, like, egotistical, like, it was more like it hit their ego that you weren't prioritizing them, right? And they got triggered. It triggered some kind of abandonment, or it triggered some kind of something that really wasn't about you. And this person was like, you're being like this, or you're being like that. I feel this very judgmental energy from this person. And you're just like, look, I just have so much I'm going through. Like, it's not personal. It's not about you right now. And it feels like this person was like, exactly, you're not thinking about me right now. And it's like, I'm so sorry, but you're, like, I have a dozen other things to do and I care about you, but the honest truth is, yeah, you're not at the top of my list right now. I'm so sorry. I have so much other stuff to do. And it really much feels like this person was like, you're not my friend. We're not friends anymore, or something like that. And you were just kind of like, okay, whatever. If you don't want to talk to me anymore over this, like, that's your business. I'm not about to fight you over it, or I just have so much other stuff going on. But anyway, whatever it is, this person has gone through the same exact thing that you have gone through. They're feeling like all the pressures of having, like, 12 different papers due at the same time, and they have all this stuff, and they're trying to prepare for graduation, or, they're getting ready to have a marriage, and they're getting ready to have a wedding, and they're thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, I completely underestimated how much work was going into it, and it's making them think, like, oh my gosh, like, I was being so childish, or I was being so judgmental towards this person, and it really wasn't even about them. But it did take this person, this person really hasn't thought about it, or, it really took them truly being in the same exact position and just feeling the stress and how overwhelmed it felt, and how just like, oh my God, it's so much. And now this person feels like, mature man, mature woman, this person feels like, now that I've gone through this, I understand. I have matured a lot now that I have been put in a similar situation, I've been put in a similar situation, and I understand a lot more about what you're going through. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry that I was all caught up in my own ego and my own drama and my own stuff. And when you came to me and you were like, I need help, or you came to me and or when I came to you and I was just like, you're not going out and you're not partying with me enough, or you're not doing this enough. It's just like, I feel so childish. Like, I'm so sorry. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, this Ten of Swords doesn't feel like a super, super deep betrayal. Yeah, but you kind of do feel kind of just like, oh, okay. Oh, that's why I'm kind of feeling that way, because this Two of Pentacles is here. It's not like something that you're just like, no, like I would never talk to this person ever again because they did that or they said that, but it does feel like something that's kind of just like where you're kind of on the fence, like juggling like whether or not you should cut this person off or whether or not they should still be allowed to be in your life, sort of type thing. Whew. Yeah, and now it feels like there's an opportune moment coming around right here for things to kind of right themselves, or for this person. I don't know if you might run into this person, you might see this person. Yeah, you might have some kind of possibility to have some kind of recommitment of friendship or recommitment of something with this person. I don't know, for some of you, you might run into this person at church or at some kind of like church event. I know like right now there's a lot of like fall festivals and like stuff like that, or like trunk or treats and stuff like that. I know you might run into this person at some kind of public event like that, and you might just be like, oh, hey, and they're like, by the way, it's like, oh yeah, how have you been? Oh, well, I'm working on getting married, or I'm working on this. Like, wow. And and that person's like, it's hella stressful, and you're like, I know. And they're like, by the way, talking about that, I am so sorry that I acted the way that I did. Like, I don't think that you can expect, like, this person's not going to get down on their hands and knees and be like, I'm so sorry. I think that they'll very casually be like, by the way, I'm really sorry about the way that I acted about that. Like, I was being really childish. I don't see this person devoting too much more than, like, a couple of sentences to the apology. And then that's up to you, because I don't know exactly how this person acted or exactly what they said, So it's up to you whether or not you want to accept that apology or you think that that's enough. But I do think that you can't expect too much more than a casual apology from this person, because I do feel like this person doesn't see it as like an incredibly big deal. Like, they're just kind of like, wow, I bet that did suck for that person. 8 of Pentacles. I don't think you can expect this person to put in a crazy amount of work into this, right? And I feel like if you're like, okay, well, that's not enough of an apology, I don't think that person would be like, oh, well, let me put in more effort into it to make it more of an apology or make it more. I think that this person's just going to kind of be like, I'm really sorry. Like, that was really shitty of me, or, like, I was actually really childish. My bad. So in a love scenario, okay, excuse me, in a love scenario, I see something very similar. If this is like a love scenario, I don't see this person putting in a lot of effort into their apology as well. But I do see this person trying to bring some kind of commitment or some kind of something towards you. I do notice that the Page of Cups hasn't come out here, though. That was the Magician. Yeah. That was the Magician. So I do not think, and it just threw itself out of the deck and left the spread. I don't think that this person is using all of their tools at their disposal to really put a lot of effort into this. 10 of Wands. You might feel like, this person left a really big burden on your shoulder. Especially if it's that more like friendly platonic situation. I don't feel like you feel as like like, it did hurt your feelings, but I don't feel like it feels as, like, bad. But if this is a love situation, I feel like this person could have caused you sleepless nights. Or if it's a work situation, too. This person could have caused you a lot of anxiety or a lot of sleepless nights. If it's a love situation, how does my viewer feel about, you're tired of waiting on this person? Yeah. If it's a love situation, I don't feel like you care about investing in this anymore. I don't feel like you care about investing in this anymore if it's a love situation. I think especially when this person comes at you with kind of like a half-hearted, like, oh yeah, sorry that I cheated on you and broke your heart, like, okay. But I don't know, this marriage card right here is giving me a weird feeling like if this is a love situation, that this person might have another person. This person might already be, which is why they might not feel so, like, engaged with this. They might not feel so, like, you know, it's giving me like you could run into this person, like, with their person, and you're just like, hey, and they're like, oh, hey, and you're like, okay, and you just kind of walk away, and they're like, hey, by the way, sorry about the way everything went down between the two of us, and you're just like, okay, cool. You know, and you just kind of walk off. And I feel like there could be a part of you that's like, well, at least they said something, at least they acknowledged it. But I feel like also another part of you is just going to be like, that's it? Like, that's all you have to say for all this shit? But I feel like also there's another part of you that's kind of just like, you know what, whatever. Like, I'm over it, but it's kind of like okay. Like, I didn't expect much more than that out of this person anyway, honestly. I didn't even expect them to say, I'm sorry. And I'm not even sure it's going to be an I'm sorry. Judgment. For some of you, if it's like an ex-lover or like an ex-love situation or like a ghosting situation, like this person feels like they're receiving some kind of judgment over the way that they acted towards you or the way that that 5. There's some kind of chaos or some kind of drama popping off in their life, and this person feels like, kind of like, oh, is this like my karma for what I did to that person? Well, they were kind of already thinking about that, and then they ran into you and saw you, and they're like, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe I saw that person. Like, yeah. I think this is more like a moment to trigger some kind of deeper healing or deeper thought process within this person. It's really not about, exactly. Look at that. Look at that. It's really not about you, for real. It's really about this person being triggered to go inside and to step into their masculine energy. And it's giving me more of like a vibe of, I don't want to mess up what I have now like I messed up with Collective. Like, I see Collective, they look beautiful, they look like they're having a great time, they look like they're taking care of themselves, they look healthy, they look happy, you know, and like, I feel like they're happier without me. I feel like they're happier with me not around. And it's triggering this deeper response within this person, which might come as an ego response at first, but it's triggering this deeper want within this person to step up their game and to be like, I remember how unhappy Collective was with me, or I remember, you know, like, Collective didn't look like that. Collective's skin wasn't shining like that when they were with me. They weren't happy and laughing, and they didn't look like that when they were with me. So it's kind of this like deeper realization within this person, like, I need to step up what I got now, or I need to step up my game. Or if I want to be happy like collective is happy, then there's some things inside of me that I've been neglecting to let go of, that I've been neglecting to release, and I need to lay it to rest. I really need to lay this to rest. For some of you, it might even be like they might lay to rest some kind of fantasy or some kind of something about the two of you getting back together. Because for some of y'all, look at this. Because for some of y'all, yeah, this person's going to see you like very happy with somebody else, or they're going to see you in another relationship, or they're going to see you, even if you're not, even if you're just single, you just look happy. You look together. You look happy. You're smiling, and you're interacting with people. Like you look like whatever happened between the two of y'all is not bothering you anymore. Like, you're over it. It's not bothering you anymore. You don't care about it. I'm kind of feeling this feeling of like a headache. Like, maybe you thought this person was like a headache, or maybe you... Look, I kept talking about how the Page of Cups. I feel like, yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups. There's something here about this person seeing you, or seeing this person out, or something like that. For some of you, maybe you're this person. Okay? For some of y'all, this may be your person, and you might run into your ex or something like that, and they're happy, and and it could trigger this kind of energy within you, like, I really need to move on. I really need to let this go. I really need to let go of it. Like, for some of you, I think it's going to be very, like, it's going to be very releasing, very cathartic. Like, there's this kind of thing of, like, it doesn't feel like in either one of these platonic situation and the ex situation, if you're the ex, and you're running into your ex and this happens and you're the one feeling this way, it just feels like this big release energy of, like, they've moved on, I've moved on. I don't think that I'm going to get, or it's like in that platonic situation, it's just kind of like, oh, that's it. That's the apology that you give me. You're not really taking this very seriously, but at least you did something. And maybe you'll have this realization, like, okay, I mean, that's it. Like, am I expecting more? Like, this person's not even in my life anymore. We're not even friends anymore. We don't even hang out anymore. Or, this ex, they're married and they've already moved on. Or they're in a relationship with somebody else and they have a whole other life going on. Or whether or not that ex sees you and you're already moved on. And it's kind of this vibe of, I can just let this go and I can move on. Like, I can really, like, wrap this cycle up or wrap this up and not care about this anymore. You definitely could be the one that was in this hangman energy of needing to come to this realization that, what? I can let it go. My ex might have been some lying, cheating, POS, but, like, they've moved on. And I need to move on too. I need to let it go. I need to not... There's some kind of energy here of just being like, I don't care about this anymore. I can really let this go. I can really move on. I really don't care about this anymore. Yeah. Which is why I think there's just kind of this kind of like, I don't, Yeah, it is like a tower moment here. It is like a tower moment that makes you or this person or whoever, makes all of y'all realize, like, this is done, this is over. It doesn't have to... Yeah, there's a chance for a new beginning here, right? It kind of feels like letting it go and making space for something else. I don't know, for some of you, you might not have realized how much you actually wanted this apology. And for some of you, you're going to realize, like, wow, this person's never going to give me the apology that I expect, or the apology, like, what's going to be enough? What would be enough, Like, or for some of you, it's like, wow, this person's never going to apologize, or they're never, like, it probably wouldn't be enough. So I need to just move. I need to stop waiting. I need to stop holding my breath and waiting for something. I'm going to be honest, for some of you, this could be, like, you could have been sitting there thinking that an ex was going to come back to you. sitting there thinking like, you know, oh, they're going to come back. I'm his empress, or I'm her, you know, I'm his or her, whatever. I'm the emperor. I'm the empress. They're going to come back to me. Like, we're meant to be together. And for some of you, it could definitely be a moment of you seeing this person moving on and being like, oh, they're happy without, like, they're happy. They're moving on. Like, I need to do the same. But that's just like for maybe like one or two of you. Okay. So I just feel like whoever it is, whoever you are in the scenario, it just feels like this kind of vibe of just like, okay, I feel like I can release this. I feel there's like this tension that I feel in my body. Like everything feels all tense. Everything feels all like built, like a build up. And then this truth gets released. It's kind of allowing this truth to finally like sink down inside of you. And you're just like, oh, okay. Like I can't expect anything more from this scenario. You know, like I could, or it's like, maybe for some of you, you could have been like watching tarot readings or something like that, and you could have been hearing about an ex, you know, or hearing about somebody from your past coming towards you, and then you have this, like, you run into your ex, and they don't even pay you any attention. They walk right past you, and it's something that you're like, oh, this person is not interested in me. Like, they've moved on. Like, they've really let me go. And there is kind of this energy of like, like, oh, thank God, like, you know, and it could be a moment of you realizing it wasn't them holding on to you. It was you holding on to them, right? You were the one holding on to their energy, being fearful about them coming back, being fearful about running into them, being fearful about what would happen, you know? And then you run into them and nothing happens. They don't message you. They don't act crazy about you. They don't say something to you. They walk right past you. And you're just like, oh my God, they've actually, you know, they've moved on. They moved on. They're not thinking about me. They're moved on to something else. And then there's this realization like, I need to do that. I need to move on. You know, maybe it was me. Maybe it was me bringing up this energy. Maybe it was me thinking that they still wanted me, or they still wanted to come at me, or they still wanted something from me. When in reality, that person doesn't want anything from you. They don't want anything to do with you. You know, and it's this realization like, I can release it. I can let go. I don't have to be fearful about this. I don't have to be worried about it. You know, I can 100% let go and not be fearful and worried about them showing up, or them still having feelings for me, or them ruining something that I have going on in the future. You know, it's kind of this inward realization like, oh, this is me. I need to let go of that energy. I need to realize that I have the strength and the willpower and the confidence to move on and to let this go. Because I'm going to be honest with you, it does feel like this kind of realization like, oh, everybody else has let this go. Everybody else has moved on from this. It's not that important to everybody else. I need to let this go. I need to let it move on. I need to release it. I'm the one that's kind of holding on to all this mess. And I kind of need to just be like, but it does kind of feel like you didn't even realize like how much it was you holding on to stuff. How much it was you holding on to things the way they used to be in the past. And realizing that nobody's trying to make things the way they were in the past. Yeah. For some of you, it is kind of this energy of like, you comparing yourself too much to this person, or comparing yourself. I'm going to be honest, for some of y'all, the energy is shifting here. It's kind of thick and heavy. Like, if you're still here listening to this, I feel like, and I don't say this to kind of hit your ego or anything like that, but for some of you, if you're still here listening to this, like, this person is not worried about you. Like, They don't care. They're not worried about you. They have moved on. They're not thinking about you. They're not worried about what you're doing. You know, you're here like playing by yourself. Like this other person has already walked away. Like they've already laid down their sword. They don't care about this. You're the one, Three of Swords, holding on to all this heartbreak and hurt. And it might be time to realize like how much you're stealing your own happiness. It could be a moment of holding up the mirror to yourself and realizing like, oh, this person doesn't care about what happened to us anymore. This person is over it. They've let it go. They've moved on. I need to do the same. You know? And I know sometimes it can be really hard to get to that stage. You know? Like sometimes we can be in the mindset and we don't realize that we're projecting onto other people. Oh, they're still worried about me. They're jealous of me. They're envious of me. They're comparing themselves to me. And sometimes it takes somebody to tell you, to tell you with love, no, they're not. No, they're not. Like, you're not on their mind whatsoever. Like, they don't care. You know? And I'm not saying this in a way to, like, hurt your feelings, like I said, or, like, hurt your ego or anything like that. But sometimes we have to realize, like, we're here playing by ourselves. And everybody else has moved on. Everybody else has released it. Everybody else is not worried about it. We're the last ones just holding on to something. And I think this moment with this person is going to make you realize that. Like, you're going to run into this person and be like, oh, like, they're not, like, they truly have moved on. Like, they truly don't care. Like, they are not sending me the evil eye. They're not watching my social media. They're not, like, they truly could not give a F less about me. Like, they truly have just moved on with their life. Maybe I'm the one who's keeping this going. Maybe I'm the one that's projecting this energy out. Especially if you're like watching tarot readings about this person and you're watching like who's sending you the evil eye and you're like, I know it's this person. I know it's them. Like for some of you, it's not that person. For some of you, it is you sending that energy out to them that's reflecting back onto you. So you're receiving your own energy and you're not realizing it. And I get it. I've been here in this state before where I have been holding on to something or convinced that somebody was doing something or talking about me. And the truth was like, they weren't. They weren't. They could not give a F less. They had moved on. They had let it go. They weren't secretly holding on to hatred in their heart. Like they really had let it go. And I had to come to that state of being an understanding like, oh, like, no, I'm the one keeping this going. Right? Like everybody else has really moved on and I need to face that within myself. Maybe it is a problem within myself. Maybe it's triggering my rejection wounds or it's triggering my abandonment wounds or, this person isn't caring about what's going on, and sometimes that can be just that very thing can be triggering like, oh, they really don't care about me. Just that can be very triggering, especially when it's somebody that you really care about or you really, you spend a lot of time thinking about or caring about or, but sometimes we have to realize like it's our own energy. It's our own negative energy that we're picking up on. It's our own problems that we're worried about. It's us. Hi, yes, I'm the problem, it's me. Like, yeah, sometimes you have to realize, like, I am the issue, I am the problem. I am the one keeping this bad blood going. And this other person is really unbothered. And so, like, it's a realization within yourself, like, I have to let this go. Like, I have to be the one to go work on it. Like, maybe I need to go talk to a therapist or a counselor because it might not even be about what happened between me and this person. It could actually be like a deeper trigger within me that I need to work on myself. And definitely some situations that we could have with people could just mirror that within us, right? But that's what's going to bring you victory, is realizing that there's something inside of you need to let go of here. Okay. Whew. Sorry, you guys. I gotta move on from this energy. Because I'm gonna be honest. It's a little thick. It's a little thick. It's a little heavy. I would suggest if you're the one feeling this energy, or if you're... I would suggest that you, like, take a salt bath, or you do a cleansing on yourself, or do a cleansing on your house, or, like, if you have a space... like, say somebody, like, really said something that really hurt your feelings, and you have a particular place in your home that you kind of sit down and, like, if you have a tendency to reminisce, or to ruminate, or to stew on feelings, and then even if you're, like, you stewed on it, and you stewed on it, and you stewed on it, and you were mad about it, and you were mad about it, and then you're like, okay, I'm done. Sometimes we can put out so much energy that your space, that your house, that your car, that wherever you were can kind of hold on to that space. Or, sorry, that space can kind of hold on to that energy. And when you get back into that space, that energy can come back into you. So if you have a situation with a person that you're kind of like, okay, I'm ready to let this go and move on, you know, and you might notice that every single time you get into your car, you get pissed off about this person. Or every single time you go in your bathroom, you get pissed off about this person. Or this person, you know, every single time you sit down on the right side of your bed, you're just like, oh, this person gets on my nerves, you know. Or if you have, like, maybe like a spot that you sat down and had a really long conversation with somebody in, you know, and maybe you just needed to have a bitch session and you talk shit about this person, you know, like, one, that energy could be coming back towards you and you could be feeling your own negative, like, piercing energy. But also, maybe that device, maybe that shirt that you were wearing, maybe that location, that particular chair you were sitting in, maybe it absorbed a lot of that anger that you were putting out there, and your space absorbed a lot of that. And Spirit is saying, if you want to get rid of that nasty energy, like, even if it's your own nasty energy, because we all get in nasty spaces, right? We all get in nasty energy. We all, you know, get a little bitchy or get a little asshole-ish sometimes. It happens, right? You're human. It's okay, right? But if you find that energy, if you find yourself being like, okay, I want to let it go, and then the energy comes back, and then, okay, I want to let it go, and the energy comes back, right? Be aware that it could be something like that. So cleanse out your space. You know, light some Palo Santo, do an energy cleanse on your house, lay out some crystals, throw some salt around, take a salt bath, maybe put some salt in your, like, mop water and mop your, or like put some salts in, like, some water and, like, clean off the surfaces of your house, you know? So that kind of bad, just kind of, I'm pissed off at this person energy could just be lingering around your house, right? And especially if you're, like, very empathic, you could be pulling that energy back up. And so it could be a really good idea to do a cleanse on your house, to do, like, a cleaning on your house, to just kind of get rid of some of that. And think in your mind, I'm forgiving this person, I'm moving on. I'm forgiving this person, I'm moving on. Like, I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I'm moving on. My house is clean. My house is clear. You know, as you're wiping stuff down, as you're wiping surfaces down, you know, like I said, like, put some salt water and be like, I want to cleanse my house and I want this angry energy in my house. I've cleansed it. I've purged it, you know, but sometimes the objects and energies around our house can put that energy, they've absorbed that energy from us and they can put that energy back out, you know. Your home can kind of have, you know, or like, say that you have a fight with somebody in your house, 100%. 100%, especially if you were screaming, yelling, you know, doing stuff, 100%. Sage out your house, clean out your house, smudge out your house, however you do it, whatever is right for you, whatever works for you, do it. Get rid of that energy, you know, and think, I'm letting go of it. You know, when I do my sages and I clean out my house and my stuff, I say any negative energy or entity needs to get out of my house. You have no dominance over this house, even if the energy came from me. Let it go. I release and let go of any negative energy I might have put into my house or I might have put into this space. I let it go. I release it. I let it go. I want it out of my space. Clean it out. And I tell you, you will just feel you feel it lift off of you. And you're just like, oh, it was my own energy. Because sometimes we don't realize. Sometimes we can get a negative Nancy energy. And we can get in a negative feedback loop with ourselves. right? So I'm not judging you or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, sometimes the judgment energy and the justice energy is our own energy that we're putting out there into the world. And sometimes we have to have a little bit more awareness of, even if you have moved on and you're like, I don't understand why my issues with this person are still coming back up, because I've already moved on. I said what I needed to say. We had our argument. They moved on. I'm trying to move on, but these energies keep coming back up. Be aware that it could be something like that. You also, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but you could have some kind of energy or something in your house that really likes feeding into arguments, which also is another reason that you should, clean out your house and cleanse out your house and get rid of things that don't serve you, right? 100%. So things could be hidden that you're not aware of. Energies, your own pissed off, angry energy about when this happened could be being stored inside of your body and places in your body that you're not aware of. It could be being stored inside your house or in other places around that you're not quite aware of. So have some self-awareness about it and be like, you know what? I really am ready to move on. So let me step into my masculine energy and do something, take enlightened action to get rid of that energy around my house, right? I'm going to sweep up my house and say any negative energy, any stagnant energy, any stale energy, I'm sweeping it away from my house. Sweep it away and go ahead and immediately take it out. Don't let it just sit in your trash can. Like, sweep it up and put it in a little garbage bag or put it in a little grocery bag or whatever and immediately take it out. And say, you're getting out of my house. Maybe even put some salt in the bag with it and seal it and get it out of your house. Take it to the garbage can. Take it to the street right then. I love to put some salt and like some Fabuloso in some water and mop the house. It feels so good after. It's amazing. So like, I would encourage some of y'all to do that, because especially, like I said, especially if this person really pissed you off for a while, it could be some of your own energy lingering and hovering around. Okay. It's not always everybody else. Sometimes we are the problem. And that, and then if you do that and then there's still issues, then that might be something else, but cover things on your side first. And once you know that you're covered, that energy, that whatever that person sent out is just going to leave. It's going to leave and go out. So whether or not it came from you or whether or not it came from somebody else, it's going to get rid of it. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Let go of it. Look at that. Spirit says some of y'all just needed to know. Y'all need to get rid of this. Y'all need to let it go. All right. Thank you so very much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm so sorry about all the stopping and starting and pausing and coughing and, I'm just trying to make it through. I'm just trying to make it through and still make some content for you guys. So I really appreciate you guys as always. Like, share, subscribe, do the YouTube things. Y'all know what to do. Thank you to your angel spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding you here to get this information. I hope it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you really needed. Okay. Thank you to my angel spirits, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding me through delivering this information as well as keeping me safe when they did so. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you lovelies in the next one. Okay. Bye.